65 in the first half and 36 in the second. What are your sort of main takeaways out of what looked like a game of two halves? I think?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, pretty impressed with the first half, and where we put up 38 in that second, and I thought we were pretty good at both ends in that second quarter, and CG was hunting, played with a really good pace and really good tempo, through that first half. There's a couple of turnovers that we probably want to get back, and then obviously the focus was on Cooks and Adams. And I felt like we did a pretty solid job on both those guys for the night. Adams found a little patch late in the game, but there are other guys that they were an exceptional shooting night for them. To say Brucey goes 4 or 6, Cam Oliver shot it really well, and I think he's a good shooter. And then Lepepe comes in and goes 3 or 3. So there's a little bit of stuff to say we can live with if you're going to really take care of Adams and Cooks, but I think there's still some areas that we really can be better there. And now we lost our pace, in that second half, in all our actions, not just transition pace. We just got bogged down. We played a little bit, balls bouncing too much, and it wasn't moving like it was in the first half. And I thought it took Shea to really make plays for us and be aggressive to keep that scoreboard ticking over there for a while.
You mentioned CG there. His form obviously before the fever break was awesome and just seems to keep continuing. How highly have you rated this little patch of his shooting form?
Yeah, I think as elite as, when I coached him over this 8 years or whatever it is, I think this is one of the most elite patches I've ever, seen from him, and, unbelievable confidence, which never has wavered too often. But yeah, I thought his body was in a really good place, and so so disappointed and flat for him about when you're having such a good run that. And he'll get a scan tomorrow. Obviously, looks like a little bit of a calf, and we'll see what that looks like. But yeah, flat for him to say when things are going great like that, you just want to keep playing basketball.
So it does seem like an actual strain or something as opposed to a cramp or anything like that.
I think so. Yeah.
Jack, you came back from a calf injury. How did you feel tonight?
Yeah, I felt really good. Fortunately with mine, it was pretty minor, and we have great staff in our club that take care of injuries and stuff at a high level. And I was feeling really good, at the week, and obviously an advantage having the fever break. We're only missing one game with an injury. So timing wise, pretty good for me in terms of everything. Obviously disappointed to miss out on Boomer's stuff. That's always something that I want to do, but in terms of stuff for this club, the timing of it worked out really well. Didn't need to rush back, but felt really good. I was excited to come out and play, and happy to come out with the win.
How did you find it when Sydney come back? They tied up several times. How do you think the guys sort of handled it down the stretch?
I think we responded pretty good. As Dino was saying, like a bit of a tale of two halves. We definitely wavered a little bit in the second half, and we're gonna get better from that. But in saying that, like they did a good job. Guys hit some big time shots. Cam, Lepepe, Brucey came in and played great. But I think a lot of things that we'll be able to take away from the game. We got a big sort of double this week going to New Zealand, who are obviously playing at a really high level, and then Brisbane at home. So we're just trying to continue to get better as a group, and there'll be some good learnings from this, I'm sure.
Dean, what changed in that third quarter? It seemed a lot of your defensive players ended up in fouls. Yeah,
some fouls. I just thought they just came out way more aggressive than I think we saw it with Tui a little bit in the second quarter. He kind of started to get real aggressive, and then I thought everybody got super aggressive and really attacked the paint. And we had help decisions about how much we come and how much we stay home, and I think that's probably what we'll look at defensively. You're always going to have people attack you, but it's just, are we good enough in our positioning and ability to get back, or are we good enough with our, getting our body in front of people and getting our hands out? So there was some foul discipline, and there was definitely some overhelp that we can correct.
How did you see the 8-second violation? The the bench was going nuts, pointing it out. Did you have an impact there to, I suppose, show the referees the time clock?
Not at all. I was surprised by it. I was like, what happened? And so, yeah, I definitely wasn't. I looked up there and was like, obviously we're going to get 10 seconds coming back the other way. I'm thinking about, using timeout or what play we're going to run, when we get the ball back. Are they going to foul? I'm thinking a bunch of other things forward. And so, to get an 8-second violation there is a pretty, it's an error from them, but it's, I think no one was kind of looking at it other than a few people,
When did you identify the Goulding calf?
Yeah, when he put his hand up, and I think he made a drop off to Robbie Lowe, and kind of put his hand up, and we didn't have a foul to give, so it was hard to get him out straight away. We couldn't take one and get him out, so he had to play out that rest of the possession and go from there. But
so is that no indication prior to that? It was just during the game?
Yeah, no, nothing. Yeah.
Dean, can you talk through the message at that last time out prior to Isaiah Leafs to get sort of wild and crazy three? What are you sort of preparing for in that moment?
Yeah, it's always the question, and we've been, dealing with it to say, when you're 3 up, about how, you use your fouling, and we was just, it was a situation where we thought it was going to be a catch and shoot situation, so to put out of their mind to say we're not fouling in this, we're going to contest it, and if they're good enough to make that thing over our hand, we'll live with it. So Chancey did a good job of taking that last time out and sending a clear message about what we wanted to do.
Is there a certain player you're preparing for in that moment, whether that's Sean Bruce or Isaiah Leaf, to take that shot?
Yeah, I've seen Isaiah make some big shots. Well, I think it was Lepepe in the game at that time. There was some people out there that had made shots, but we had Shea on the right person.
Jack, historically, you guys have been phenomenal at closing out in the clutch and late in games. What's I guess this identity of that Melbourne United club, and what makes it you guys so great at closing out close games?
Good question. I think we're really fortunate to have some great minds on our team, and that's something that we've spoken about with our culture and sort of the strengths of our group. We have a lot of guys with a lot of experience, and who've closed out a lot of basketball games, at different levels, whether that be NBA, international, here in the NBL. So we have guys that are steady and sort of steady the shit for us and can be relied upon to make the right plays at the right time. And one of those guys was, IC, getting the ball off the inbound when you have Matt Delbert over passing the ball in. Like, it's a bit of a luxury, but, guys are, cool-headed in those moments. And, for younger guys, it's pretty cool to be able to, share the call with those guys.
What have you taken away from the NBA and the G League last season to bring back here to Australia and the NBL?
I think, just sort of more reps over there. I think I can continue to be more aggressive, offensively, but I'm just trying to play a role. I just want to win. I think we have the right team to be able to win a championship here, and I want to be a part of that. And that was something I sort of missed when I had the Achilles injury when we won. I wanted to be on the court and contribute to that and sort of feel that. So I was definitely envious of the group when they got that done. But just trying to be aggressive, just trying to enjoy playing, because it's not often that you have a group like this where everyone's willing to play a certain role and, really fight to make everyone else better and, leave their own egos at the door. And it's special. So I think I can, speak on behalf of all of us. All of us are just looking forward every day to going into practice and getting better and spending that time with one another and, keep developing a really high level culture. And, just looking forward to the season continuing to evolve. Yeah,
I thought Delhi was, it was Whitey's 3 in the corner. The score's tied, whatever, same play that he got last time with him down the stretch here as well. So just a memory of what happened with things before, how they're playing Whitey, and a trust that he's going to make that shot again. Huge play from Dell.